My name is Jeremy Brown. We're here at our shop at Brown's Motorsports. What I like about Ultra4 is it gives you the opportunity to race against different racers across the country. Ultra4 has a footprint all across the nation, and you get to challenge your abilities against somebody on the East Coast versus somebody on the West Coast that has a race circuit in their backyard type of thing. Whether we're doing short course or we're doing a desert race or an endurance race of some sort, Ultra4 offers the wide variety of different types of racing. What pushes me to keep going, it's do some soul searching. I've asked myself that many times. It's the passion for the sport, period. Whether I'm jumping on an ATV to ride with one of my kids, or to jump in a Jeep and go wheeling, or jumping in a race car, it's the passion for the sport in itself. That's why I keep going. It's I don't know how to sum it up for anyone that has a passion. That's truly why I keep doing what we do. I mean, if you ask yourself, why do we tear the car down to as far as we do? We do it for the passion. We do it to now be competitive. We do it to make those memories, whether it's here in the shop or it's on the race track or it's in the middle of the desert somewhere. We do it for the passion, period. In life, I feel like you have to have a passion in something, in some shape or form. I get the question all the time, what's it like going from a solid axle, having a co-driver to an IFS car, being a single-seater? Honestly, I wish I had an answer for that. Why, other than I compare it to the Ironman. You're depending on yourself. When we're out in the desert or we're on the short course, wherever it may be, it's a true challenge to you as a driver, to you as an individual, as to why I'm now a single-seat driver. I told my crew before King of the Hammers, I'm going to get to know my personalities pretty well. You got me, myself, and I. And let me tell you, I met the other two, and we had some talks. Let me tell you, going from having a co-pilot that tells you, or a co-dog that tells you what direction to go and things of that nature, I definitely had to change my ways and learn how to navigate the trail, how to navigate the other drivers out on the trail, to having to navigate the actual GPS. When on the starting line as a driver, there's lots of, at least for me, there's tons of ideas that are going through your head. Every decision you make matters, down to the millisecond. To the point where you're loading your brake and revving up the idle just to get that jump off the line. There's constantly critiquing yourself to make sure you made the right decisions. And truth be told, how you're going to handle that after the race. Did you make the right decisions? Are you going to be okay with that? If there's someone in front of me, it's a matter of chasing them down and making the right decisions, whatever it takes to chase that person down. Once you chase that person down, you have to try to find your opening. And in short course, that is more difficult than you would think. Yeah, the track is wide, but can you do it safely? The last thing I want to do is go tire to tire with another competitor. To me, that's a big deal, because I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I know that I connected tire to tire with someone and something bad happened and they ended up in the hospital. I don't know how I would react to that. When you're out on the track, as a driver, that you're making decisions that affect many. Truth be told, that's one of the reasons why the gentleman that my buddy that I had racing with me in the beginning, he may not think this, but when we started racing again, I didn't ask him to become to be my co-driver, because I understand the risk that it takes to be not only the driver, to be the co-driver as well. There's huge risk there. It's not just my livelihood that's at stake there. I'm responsible for the guy sitting next to me. I understand that their family is also depending on me as well. Yeah, that's heavy. That's a lot of thought, but it's something I have to live with day in and day out. But the passion goes deep. I mean, the passion goes really to the point where My grandson's name is on the dash of the car to keep me kind of level-headed. To remember not to get too caught up in the moment, not to get too caught up in the chaos, and to remember that I need to go home tonight. Being a business owner for over 20 years now, jumping into racing is a hobby. Again, it's a passion to the point where it allows me to disconnect. It allows me to disconnect from the 30 employees that we have, worrying about their day-to-day life and the fact that they're having to provide for their families. It allows me to be human. It allows me to connect with my friends, with my family, and with my racing family. It really truly does. I know that when I show up to a racetrack, I don't have to worry about talking about business. I can just concentrate on what the passion is, and that happens to be racing Ultra4. Being at the racetrack allows me to talk to my fellow racers and to have my close family and friends come out to the races and that want to see us succeed. And to have the family there that come from out of town and have the local family there, that's great. But the fact that my grandson has grown up at the trackside, that's everything. That's what life is about. To have your family there with you, to have your friends there to support you while you do this madness that we do racing.